Hey y'all! Woo! My name's Chris Flanagan. Like he said, I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is my first time to Cleveland. Not first time to Ohio, but first time in Cleveland. Took the red line, right, to the station, walked down here, beautiful architecture. Police officer directed me, real nice. I did run into a couple panhandlers, all right, which happens in every city. And then, of course, when I got into this district, it's even extra nice. Everyone's dressed well. That's why I was so surprised that some guy actually asked me for some change right here. He was dressed pretty well. And I said, hey, man, I don't have any change on me. And he says, that's cool. And he proceeded to take out his smartphone, had one of those little credit card squares on it, and asked me if I could swipe him some change. I'm like, come on, man, that ain't right. He's like, it's cool, dude, I take the chip. I'm like, you take the chip? I'm like, even Giant Eagle doesn't take the damn chip yet. But apparently an iPhone 5 means you're poor up in this bitch. Freaking jerk. Now, if I sound weird, that's because I was actually born and raised in Mobile, Alabama. There you go. And once again, I live in Fort Lauderdale, which is near Miami. So that's why my accent kind of comes and goes, much like my father did during my childhood. And it was tough growing up, y'all. My mom raised 3 boys on her own on a teacher's salary. In Alabama, it's not a lot of money. Let's be honest, it's not a lot of money in this whole country, right? Let's give it up for the teachers, everybody. They deserve more money and more respect. It's about damn time. Because, see, teachers are an interesting breed. They'll take what little money they have to buy school supplies for kids in their class. But, see, that affects their real kids back at home. That's why my mom had to be clever to feed her boys, and she came up with things like Food Theme Month. Like Hot Dog Month. And Mom stuck with the theme. Hot dogs for a month. You know what a hot dog tastes like after 30 days straight? Delicious. Because it ain't tuna melt month. That's a bad month, man. Lunchtime was always a pain, too. We were brown baggers. The other kids brown bag, but they got the name brand stuff. Fruit roll-ups, Little Debbie's, Capri Sun, maybe a nice roast beef sandwich sealed oh so fresh in a Ziploc bag. We're the kids that got the sandwich bag with the flap, you know what I'm talking about? Where you had to tuck your sandwich in. Kept it so fresh the mayonnaise was clear by noon. And if you can't afford ham, what do you get? Participate. Spam. I was gonna go bologna. Spam? Now listen, y'all, I know I'm from Alabama, but I'm still white, all right? We weren't spam poor. That's a different type of poor. We're bologna poor. But you know if you're bologna poor, don't you? Because when you're making that sandwich in the morning, you take that little piece of red tape off, what do you do with it? You run that through your teeth, don't you? Make sure you don't miss anything. You're like, oh, I'll save that for later. God gave me these gaps for a reason, baby. You stick a Ritz cracker in there and you got yourself a Lunchable. Summer's a good time growing up. Y'all remember Slip and Slide? I'm talking about original Slip and Slide. It was just like a long yellow mat with like 10 stakes holding it down. If you didn't go dead center, you get like a scar up your side. I remember it too. In other people's yards. Hey, Mom, can I have a Slip and Slide? What would she do? Give you 5 garbage bags, a roll of duct tape, and a bucket of soapy water. Now there's your damn Slip and Slide. Goes, slip and slide the hell away from me. Summer's also a good time for popsicles, you know. We went down to Winn-Dixie. Maybe y'all did Giant Eagle, I don't know. Got a bag of those ice pops, those Flavo Ice. They weren't even flavors. It was just like blue and red and green, stain your tongue up. We rarely got that. Did any of your parents do this to you instead? Did they set you up with an ice tray? Tell you put Coca-Cola and lemonade in it? Y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about back here, but this front row is with me. told you to put in the freezer overnight. They thought they were cute, didn't they? It's not so cute when your kid's outside on a 95-degree day and they think they got a popsicle. Meanwhile, you hit that one little air pocket and you suck out all the juice. That's when you realize I'm sucking on a damn ice cube on a stick. That's a pop is what that is. It's pathetic. Growing up was also a great time to spend night at people's houses. I love spending night at other people's houses. Raid their cabinets, get the good stuff. No one came to our house, at least not twice. Instead of Pop-Tarts, we had pastry treats. Instead of Oreos, we had Twistos. Instead of Lucky Charms, we had a white box. On the front it said, cereal. On the back it said, draw your own damn games. Ingredients listed, sadness, just sadness. So sad. But listen, y'all, I'm not saying the Flanagans had it the roughest. We surely did not. Shoot, my late grandmother had 10 children, 5 boys and 5 girls, on purpose. I think she had the first 5 to help raise the next 5, which is genius if you think about it. But they didn't have hot dog month, they had oatmeal decade. On damn 10 years, I would imagine. And we sure as hell as a family didn't have dogs growing up. No, let me rephrase that. We didn't have good dogs, you know. Like if a stray dog walked by and it looked cool, we grabbed it and that was our new dog. That's how that worked. And that became an outside dog. And you built it a dog house and you put out 5 bowls of water. But if you leave your dog outside during the summer more than 10 minutes here or definitely in Florida, someone's going to call the damn cops on you. They'll be like, officer, his dog was panting. I'm like, officer, dogs are supposed to pant. That's how they sweat. Meanwhile, their dog's been looking through a bay window for the last 10 years with a damn diaper on, crying out for help. The only time I see them is like at Home Depot on the weekends. They have the shopping cart, and they have the dog where the kids should go. And the dog's hunched over in a purse because it doesn't know how to pant. It doesn't know how to breathe. It doesn't know how to be a damn dog. And all these people now are always bragging about adopting and petting dogs, which is fine and all, you know? But I'm always like, you rescued that dog? I saw that on the news. The house was on fire. You went upstairs, you threw the dog over your shoulder, and they're like, no. I'm like, well, where'd you rescue it from? PetSmart. Last Saturday. Came with all its shots for $100. So you bought a dog for $100. That's all I heard. That's all I heard, you know? And listen, I'm not saying there's not lines in there. Like my brother lives in a little place called Lauderdale, Mississippi. It sounds exactly the way it is. It is rural Mississippi. And like 90% of the dogs are outside year round. My brother has had the same dog for 17 years. He still claims it's not his dog. It came with the house. He said they pulled up in the driveway and little Jack was sitting on the front porch and now it's old Jack. I'm like, can he ever let that dog inside? He said, no. I'm like, even when it rains? He goes, Chris, it's a black lab. It's got like a water repellent coat. He loves it out there. I'm like, you ever take it to the vet? He said, no. I go, does it have fleas and worms? And he's like, yeah, Chris, it's got fleas and worms. It's been on the porch for 17 years. I'm like, you ever pet the damn thing? He goes, sure I do. On its belly, with my foot, with a boot on. But this is just the way I was raised, and now I've gone and gotten married in the last 2 years, and I should mention I married an Ohioan. That's right. We met on a fishing trip off the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of Mexico. That's right. And yeah, I married Randy, Chris and Randy. That's right. That's right, everybody. And that's why I like Ohio. It's very accepting, you know. It's pretty powerful when you can say a boy from Alabama can marry a woman with a man's name. I mean, that's pretty powerful stuff right there, you know. And which is funny, because I used to date a Stevie with an I, right? And a Bobby with an I. And then, of course, there was George. But it's just an age-old story of a father that just knew he's going to have a boy. It's going to be a boy. His name was Randy with a Y. baby popped out, oh shit, I got an idea, change the Y to an I, and we're just making a Hooter waitress as we speak. So it's Chris and Randy and Randy. I bet you can't guess what my mother-in-law's name is. Can you guess it? That's right, Chris. The wedding invitation said, Chris and Randy give away Chris and freaking Randy. You can't write this shit, everybody. Half my family in Alabama got that wedding invitation and said, we knew it. We knew he was gay with that voice and that hair. But Randy and I are doing well. We're happy. But she's still getting used to me. She says I'm cheap. I say I'm frugal. Like she thinks when you're getting to the end of a loaf of bread and all that's left is that cat piece that we should throw that away. I'm like, baby, you can't throw that away. You make toast out of it or bendits. She's like, what the hell is a bendit? I'm like, a bendit. That's when you get that last piece. You find whatever the hell you can find in the fridge. You bend it over. Yum, yum, yum. There's one pickle left in the jar. Bend it. Yum, yum, yum. You find that missing hot dog wiener all shriveled up. Bend it. Yum, yum, yum. She thinks we should get rid of all the Papa John's marinara sauces I've been collecting for 10 damn years. You know where they're at. In that little hatch where your eggs are supposed to go. Right next to all your Taco Bell sauces. Like, baby, you can't throw that away. That's a commitment right there. She didn't like that so much. So just to prove it to her, I made one hell of a spaghetti dinner with about 25 of those damn things. But I try to be nice to her and take her places, take her shopping to like Walmart, you know. I felt that. I felt y'all are Target people. That kind of hurt. That might be a disconnect between Ohio, Alabama, and Florida. But let's just pretend you've been in the Walmart at least once. All right? Maybe that's why you haven't been back. And I'll be honest, y'all, I don't like Walmart, man. It's like a damn time warp in there. It's like this room. You know, you don't know what time it is anymore. Right? And it's always the same story. Like, okay, honey, let's go to the back. Let's get the broom. Let's get the hell out of here. Never works out that way, does it? Because next you know, you're that idiot, the $5 DVD bin, pushing them up left and right. It's the same damn 7 movies. It's like, why do I need My Little Ponies 3? Because $5 they hold, that's why. Not 20 items or less. That should be like 20 minutes or less. Because you really get to test that patience as a virtue thing. You ever find yourself counting other people's shit? You're like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 2, 4 in the can. That's $27, you son of a bitch. I will cut you. I will cut you. I will cut you with your 59-cent can. If you're like, 59 cents, that's a hell of a deal. And that's where they get you. Bastards with their good deals, man. Y'all still thinking about Target, aren't you? See it on all your damn faces. I go to Target, thank you very much. They've got a section for people like me. It's that little dollar section right in the front. But it's kind of like a cow pen without a gate. Eventually I get out. And I know exactly where to go. Dead center store, right across from the vacuum cleaners, the clearance section. Only problem is it's just one damn shelf, and it's all the stuff no one else wanted, like Johnny Manziel football calendars for a nickel. See, I did some research now. I got me a really good deal on some Paula Deen pots and pans. I don't care what your opinion is, but those used to be a whole lot more expensive. The pans aren't racist, everybody. I deserve nice shit. Thank you very much. And then it presents itself. A Yankee Candle. Y'all know what a Yankee Candle is? Of course you do. It's just wax in a jar, but it's an expensive damn candle if you don't know it. They literally had a civil war that said people like me couldn't get this candle, but I wanted this candle. And right there on the jar, yeah, we're a little slow on that, but it's okay. But right there on the jar, it had one of those compare that stickers. It said normally $22 compared to $1.59. And I'm like, holy shit, a Yankee candle for $1.59. I'm going to get that candle today. Now, granted, it was a scent no one else wanted. And my Super Bowl party smelled like sriracha marshmallows. But I got me a damn Yankee candle, yes I did. Y'all can clap for that. Now, if you are desperate, you might find yourself shopping over at Sears. Sears is the only department store where you can sneak up on employees. They're like, good Lord, where the hell did you come from? Woo, you trying to give me a heart attack, sir? And all of a sudden they're like, holy crap, a customer. Next thing you know, they're like knocking down cobwebs like they're cleaning up an old haunted house. Blue lights are going off, confetti's falling from the ceiling. The woman up in bed wakes up like off an old Serta mattress. She grabs a bed sheet and like parachutes down past the escalator. She lands in Craftsman Tools. She doesn't care, trying to sell me a 6-point wrench. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on here? And she's like, sir, we haven't had a customer in here since 1984. That's what's going on. But I'm always, trying to cut corners and stuff. And I've been talking to my wife about getting rid of cable, which is funny to me because I didn't have cable growing up. First time I got cable was college. I got that basic cable. And it dawned on me the other day that these cable dealers are a lot like drug dealers because that basic cable is like your gateway cable. It opens you up to a whole new world of cables, doesn't it? But just like a drug dealer, they want to get you hooked. So what do? They start talking about packages and good deals. They're like, hey man, what would you say if I gave you 3,000 channels in this whore over here for $29.99 a month? Most guys say, hell yes, sign me up for that. Let's do that. But just like a drug dealer, eventually the price goes up, quality goes down. Now I got his freaking 80 channels for $125 a month, and you can't afford this, and you know it. But then they lace that shit with DVR. Yeah, that stuff's euphoric. You can control time and space. You can take a crap, make a sandwich, you don't miss a thing. Can't trust things with 3 letters, ladies and gentlemen. HIV, STD, DVR, it's trouble, baby, big trouble. But one day it hits you. You haven't paid your rent in 3 months. Your dog's been dead for 3 days. Time to turn in your dish or your box, wherever the hell you got. And that's a sad day for a man. And they're like the mafia, they don't want to see you go. They're like, Mr. Flanagan, we'll lower your bill and we'll throw in HBO for 1 month free. All you heard was HBO. HBO, that's like the cocaine of cable television. That's some premium quality shows right there. Back in the day, Sopranos and Entourage, and that Game of Thrones is pretty good, ain't it? You know what HBO stands for. You hooked, bitch! Oh yeah! I couldn't come up with anything else for Sorry about that. Take suggestions after the show. But I don't want to lose HBO because of the movies, but on the other hand, there's nothing better than going to a movie at the theater. Y'all with me? Especially during the summertime, man. And to be sincere here, like I saw that most recent Star Wars, and I'm not going to ruin anything for you if you missed it. But the very end of the movie, for a brief moment, I looked at my left and my right, and I looked at people's faces. And for a brief moment, I thought, the Force is real. Like, this shit is real. There's good in that world. There's good in this world. There's good in this theater. There's got to be, right? Y'all remember Shawshank Redemption? Yes! That was a good one. I am going to ruin that one for you. That's since 1994 to check it out, but when that warden gets that little pebble chess piece and he throws it at the poster, you hear that clack clack noise, you're like Andy Dufresne, innocent man, free man. Get busy living or get busy dying, right? Yeah. And then a classic, a favorite of mine, Gladiator. Y'all remember Gladiator? That was a badass movie, man. That's right. And just to recap, Russell Crowe had been hiding his identity the whole movie, right? And the fake emperor, played by Joaquin Phoenix, says, "What is your name?" And Russell Crowe says, "My name is Gladiator. And he goes, no, man, what's your stinking name? Don't turn your back on me. Y'all remember this? And he took off his helmet and he said, my name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Woo! And then he drops the mic. That's pretty badass, huh? And I just wish I could have that moment with you good folks this evening. Like a little recap of what we've been through together, a little synopsis. My name is Christopher Ronald Flanagan, raised by a single mother, and a proud participant in Hot Dog Month. Commander of the Waffle Houses of the South. General of the Dollar, a.k.a. Dollar General. Loyal servant to the true emperor, Burger King, and his lovely wife, Dairy Queen. Father to a stray dog. Husband to a former Hooters waitress. And I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Or perhaps the one after that, it skips a generation. And then I drop the proverbial microphone. Are you not